Human rights organization Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, CAPPA, has condemned the privatization of the water sector across African countries, describing it as a major threat to public access to safe and affordable water. Speaking during the 5th African Week of Action Against Water Privatization convened by Our Water, Our Right Africa Coalition in Lagos on Monday, the CAPPA's executive director, Akinbode Oluwafemi, said that access to safe drinking water must be recognized as a fundamental human right. Oluwafemi noted that privatization has led to increased water tariffs, making it unaffordable for millions of citizens, especially those in low-income communities. And also speaking, Sefa Ikpa, Program Officer of Water Campaigns at CAPPA, said the privatization model has undermined resilience in water system and prioritizes short-term profits over public welfare. Other speakers at the event criticized the private water companies for becoming unaccountable to the public, accusing them of cherry-picking communities they serve and violating the human right to water through discriminatory service delivery.
At a time that we need stronger, publicly accountable systems to guarantee universal access, we are seeing growing pressure to privatize our water systems and hand control of this essential resource to profit-driven corporations despite overwhelming public opposition. While nature cries for justice in the face of the climate emergency, capital sees opportunity. Multinational corporations now peddle desalination and other privatization schemes as climate solutions, selling back to us the very water that belongs to the people. Today, we reject these four solutions. We assert that the way we protect and govern water will determine whether our communities can endure the crisis ahead. The resistance against the commodification of water from local communities is not an isolated struggle. It is part of a broader continental affirmation that public services, when transparently managed and democratically governed, form the very firm foundation of social justice and climate resilience. In this collective defiance lies the blueprint for our collective survival.
We reject this trend outright. OWORAC rejects this trend outright. The climate crisis must not be turned into a pretext for water privatization. Climate resilience is not an abstract slogan, neither is it built on the transfer of public goods into private hands. It is the capacity of societies to absorb shocks, protect ecosystems, and guarantee continuity of life when disaster strikes. Public water systems, when adequately financed and managed democratically, are the backbone of such resilience. They carry the potential to plan for the long term, to extend service to marginalized communities, and to integrate social equity with environmental protection. Privatization, by contrast, undermines resilience and thrives on short-term profit. Its record across Africa and beyond is consistent, neglecting low-income and rural communities considered unprofitable, as well as raising tariffs that lock the poor out of access. In times of climate stress, such models only deepen exclusion and leave societies exposed to disaster.
And we must situate this all this within the context of what I call disaster capitalism. A capitalist order that profits from people's misfortune. And we have the global bad Samaritans, the World Bank, the IMF, the marketing agents for transnational capital, and they're actually in charge of saying privatization of water will bring a lot of things. But the reality we have actually contradicts that. They equally argue privatization will bring efficiency. Even in Britain, water privatization has led to a lot of problems.
we are challenging the Lagos State government today on the basis of this meeting. If it indeed works for people, if indeed it says that what it is doing is for people's good, we are asking them for three things. One is to pause all its ongoing public-private partnerships, especially its recent one, until a proper, honest, democratic stakeholder meeting has been held. We are asking it again to open up all ongoing PPP